From Cabotine, Oregon. I am out in the woods, sorta. As you can well tell by looking around, this forest has been harvested. And when they harvest a forest, they replant. This has been replanted. I don't know how long ago, but you see the piles behind me? That's the stuff they don't want. And usually in the wintertime, I don't know if they leave the piles here for several amount of years, but what they do is they burn them. They just light them on fire and burn them. They'll burn for days, maybe weeks, maybe longer. But look at here, right down here, if I can show you, a little bitty tree. Not very good at this angle to dangle. But yeah, they plant trees, they reforest this. It will be 20, 30, 40 years probably. I think 20 to 30 is their normal cut time, but you can see behind me, there you go, that stuff has not been harvested yet. It probably has a go date, whatever that may be, I don't know. But you know what, I might show you a little forest and what goes on in Oregon. And this is a pretty massive piece of property. There's, who knows, hundreds of acres, several hundred maybe, where they've cleared it. And they also do this as a fire break. So when we have a forest fire, the fire will go out when it hits one of these big breaks where there's no trees. Even if they're young trees, it'll just go out. But when you look back in them woods, can you see from my angle of the camera, can you see all the darkness back there? We talk about Bigfoot. Well, I tell you what, if he was in there, he could be in there 20 foot. From this tree line, I would not see him. And the reason I can't see him, because it's total darkness inside there. So when you go walking in the woods on a day like today, it's not like bright, it's cloudy, but they could be there and you wouldn't know it. You could probably walk right past them. If they didn't throw something at you or come charging at you, you'd walk right by them. You wouldn't know they were there. They don't make a point of being friends with people. That's just their nature. I gotta watch where I'm walking here. There's a lot of big old heavy pit rock here. Let me show you. The loggers do that. They get dump truck loads of old concrete and just crap rock. They don't care because it costs money and they want cheap. Okay, let me get to my point of conversation. A lot of you knew, well, not a lot of you knew, some of you knew that February 28th of this year was my last day working bus driver. No more bus driver. I was going to retire. I went to my boss 2 weeks before my retirement date, and we had a little sit-down talk. Between his wife, my wife, not his wife, he doesn't have one. I do. But my wife and my boss talked me into staying one more year. And I really wasn't opposed to doing that because he asked me, he goes, well, what are you going to do if you quit? I thought, well, I'll probably get another job. Probably won't pay me anything. I won't have insurance. I go, probably won't be a good thing. And he goes, why don't you just come to my office and let's just sit down and have a little talk. I did. 5 minutes later, I said, sign me up for another year. He goes, let's do it. So I've been working now 1 week past my retirement date. 1 week. I'm still working. Will I retire next year? I don't know. Maybe. But now I think maybe not. Money's good. The people, that's part of my problem too, is I would kind of have a hard time leaving all my friends behind because once I do that, I'll probably never see them again because they're working and I won't be. Unfortunately, I'd probably be sleeping on the couch and life would pass me by. I don't think I want that to happen. I was planning on doing a lot more Cabin Time Oregon, maybe doing some more videos, getting out in the boondocks like this, do a campfire, maybe do a couple of nights out camping. That'd be fun. I would like that. If anybody sees a Bigfoot behind me, please raise your hand because I can't see behind me very good. It's too dark back there. And with the bright gray cloudy sky, But yeah, I was just planning on doing a lot more things with my channel, working on the cabin and working on my property, and maybe getting out and camping more and doing more camping videos for you guys. That's probably not going to happen now. Maybe I will do some of that, but not to the extent that I was planning on. But anyway, I thought I'd better let you guys know what's going on with me. You haven't seen me for a month. I've been busy, been crazy. My home computer's on the fritz. I've actually made some videos. I could not produce them for you because my computer is not quite working right. I think the old crank on the side of the computer, I can't crank it fast enough, or I crank it too fast and it just messes everything up. So we may have to go get a new computer. I think mine is like a 1897 model. It's old and it doesn't work very well. So maybe I have to step up, buy a new computer, which I know nowadays costs lots of money. I think back in the old days I paid $10 for mine. You know, made out of wood. It was cheap. A guy named Henry something had it. Henry Winkler or Fonzie? No, that's something else. Anyway, yeah, moving on. So anyway, let you know what's going on, and I'm going to say adios. And we will see you on the next video, whenever that may be. And it could be another phone video because that may be all I can do. So adios, live your life carefully, and I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Wherever, whenever that may be.